Oh well, I wasn't even. I was gonna get into the topics,
Oh,
but yeah, Tasha K too.
oh.
This
But who
person
should
right
get?
here, this person right
Ooh,
here, this tweet that you're seeing right there that started it all
mm,
yesterday on Twitter, speculating that Rihanna and what's his name, ASAP Rocky,
mm-hmm,
had broken up because ASAP Rocky was talking to this girl. What's the girl name? Amina Morty or something like that.
mm-hmm.
Twitter literally erupted. Now, here's my thing. I did do a video on this, and I just now before we got on the show, I did like I did an update. But like, I knew it wasn't real because I see a lot of people, and a lot of people are doing this now. A lot of these little, culture, hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
blog types and stuff like that. And we give you the news and this, that, and the third, that only be doing y'all little blog and reporting on Twitter. Like y'all don't have a website. What made you think that this was okay? Because now we found out it wasn't true. Sources close to the couple said that they don't even know sis. Sis just work at the company and had nothing to do. There's no splitting, there's no breakup, there's nothing, no infidelity.
Right. That's
At
right.
some point, we're really gonna have to address like the elephant in the room when it comes to blogging and the celebrity gossip. Like you said, you brought up Tasha K. Like, is Tasha K really about to be the standard now? Like, I don't. Every day, like everybody want to be aspire to be her. It's crazy. I mean, what you think, Derek?
Well, I called BS when I first heard about it anyway. Like, first of all, Rihanna's Caribbean, and if he had cheated on her, or if this was really happening while she was pregnant, then the story would have been different. We would have been hearing about ASAP Rocky's body being found somewhere, and that there's an investigation happening as to what happened. Rihanna would be pregnant in some nice pinstripes. We get a new album with her on the front behind some bars, telling the whole story about how she called him. Man Down would have a remix. I just,
They
I
said we
didn't
would have got
believe
the
it.
album. We
Right.
would have got
I,
the
I
album.
just
Had
didn't. I didn't believe it. And I also, like
yeah,
you, like we do live in a time where social media has created a space where everybody just say anything,
and people
and
believe it.
yeah, and negative energy moves a lot faster at a higher frequency than positive news or positive energy. So when it first happened, it's like, I don't think this wouldn't have been the time. They've been together for 3 years. He was going to cheat on her. Why would he wait until she's pregnant? Even though that happens to a lot of women, it's relatable. But I was like, he wouldn't fumble the bag like that. I wouldn't do it. Now I know that Beyonce. I mean, I know that Jay Z cheated on Beyonce, but
Nope.
Rihanna is actually a billionaire. Okay, that's carrying your baby, and like she could buy you like 3 or 4 or 5 times. It wouldn't be what you cheating on her with. What is it? What?
The shoe designer. Even looking back, like, all right, sometimes you gotta look back and be like, all right, the shoe designer.
Right. I didn't believe it. They, especially when they had to, wait a minute. So y'all done broke this story with the whole name of the girl. Off from what? Was there a video that
It
surfaced?
was two. It was
Was
two
there
accounts. It was this account, and then there was this other fashion designer, fashionista, whatever you want to call him. He was doubling down on his tweets. He was like, "Yeah, this has really happened." Um, I'm like, I
I don't
mean,
believe
whatever.
it. I won't believe it unless Rihanna addresses it. So
I mean, even it like
and
it,
I want people to just mind their business. Like who told y'all that it was okay for you to say stuff like that? Like why do people want to run and tell other people's business so much?
mm,
Everybody want to be TMZ. That's the only thing I have an issue with. Like, mind your
everybody won't be
business.
TMZ. To TMZ was like, "Girls, little girl, sit down."
Right. Because TMZ's like, before we run this story, we gotta get some facts checked. Do we know anybody over there in Fenty Land that can corroborate this story?
Come on
Because
now.
we gotta get some sources on this thing. Because people just saying supposedly and apparently, baby, that's like saying allegedly. This was a lie.
I
It was
made
a
sure when
lie.
I made sure how I talked about this. I was like, "Look, I don't believe it's true." But this is what people talk about on Twitter because it was trending number one on Twitter all day. Look, yesterday, until the news came out this morning. But it's making a lot of bloggers look bad because now they can't have exclusives anymore, right? Like when you talk about the real popular, the real credible blog sites that's out there right
Mhm,
now, like when they
Mhm.
have an exclusive, I'm like, well, bitch, is it really an exclusive? So I think this situation is kind of a slippery slope. And I think that, it's going to come a time where, our freedom of, I wouldn't say our freedom of speech or press or whatever will be like monitored, but, Twitter will be like, okay, so
This is a
y'all
lie.
just gonna do that again. So we're gonna do this. And
Right.
Elon Musk already trying to buy Twitter now, or I think he already done bought it or something. It's pissing me off in my homegirl. Because damn, if we can't tweet facts, what the hell could we tweet?
Right. If they were gonna be beefing with Rihanna and ASAP Rocky at that wedding, they should have stepped. They should have kept that at that wedding. Don't be bringing it to Twitter.
I'm like, child. I mean, I don't know.
Anyway.
And the people that was on Twitter, like Twitter is a really funny place. Like, cause I seen this poor girl was on crack on Twitter, child. She's over here trying to sit there and say,
What?
I think Rihanna trying to keep up with Cardi. That's why she getting pregnant and doing all this stuff. I'm like,
She think that who's trying to keep up with the what now?
who? It was somebody on Twitter that I was like, yo, I'm like, you know what? This is my show page. I can't curse these people out. I'm like, honey, you get a wellness check.
These people are on drugs, right? It's the drugs, honey. These opioids eat the brains up out here.
Well, now we know every time when somebody says reporting before they tweet, don't believe it. Because I don't even know why y'all on Twitter. Why y'all on Twitter talk about this? Why not go to a source? Why not write a column on it or something like that? Like, it's just like y'all
Babe, you have to pay
lazy.
me for that kind of. In order for me to tell any of Rihanna's business, you're gonna have to pay me.
Okay,
to tell that business.
it's for free because the person only got like what 20,000 followers. You're not really monetized, and if you are monetized, you're not making that much. But the other guy, the fashion influencer, whatever, his following spiked up. I'm like, well, I hope it was worth the extra 1,000 followers, sir.
Yeah. Oh my God, he knows Rihanna's business. Let me follow him.